Sweet. Well, there's lizards everywhere. I hope there's no snakes. I'll love it here too. Oh, that looks nice. So all the reptiles are out. Oh, beautiful black, yellow-tailed black cockatoo just up there. Hey, mate. Yeah, I see ya. Really low barometer. Rule of thumb, the barometer's low, go slow, I suppose. Yeah, mate. This is where I wish I had a good camera. He's a yellow-tailed cockatoo. You probably won't see him, but he's just magnificent. I actually got a game plan today for content. I've got a handful of trout lures there, quite a big handful. I'm going to see the old school trout lures catching. You're almost red. Non-tidal. This side's tidal. I didn't even bother fishing that way because grass doesn't live on a busy path. It's all furry and mossy. So I'm going to go around here and down towards the river where you can see there's been a lot of activity here. I thought I'd take the shortcut and this is one of the spikiest little trees. I almost wish I walked around it out. This is one of the main reasons you see me walk through this stuff with the gators. Like, yeah, sure, the snakes, but just the protection of my legs against all this nasty stuff. I must have sprayed it, targeted it. Well, it looks, it's good. It's just going to go nuts. Water's still running out here. Something just popped off the bank there. Just going to sneak my way down this hole. Just keep creeping forward, creeping forward. Oops. Oh, damn, what happened? If there's anything in here, this lure will find it. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one. Okay, game on. Nice little bass to start with. Now, why I said this lure would find them is because it's a small feral cat lure. Greg Cat that makes them is a lure making master, and he's designed a lure. So settle down, mate. Hey, wait up. I'll get you off and then I'll talk. He's designed a series of lures, I should say. But this particular one I've got here him off. He's almost one more bright spot. Don't make me pull my pliers out. It's just on the edge of his jaw. Right, here we go. There's the fish. Okay, yep, I'm in screen. There's a little bass. We'll just come into the very edge of the run-in tide coming up from the river into this creek, and as you could see there, I've just snuck down here. The tide's coming up, so I've snuck down here and short cast, longer cast, bang, got him. Right, now we know there's bass in the area, we're going to switch to some old school trout lures and give them a go. Oh, back to the reason I started this little feral cat was, this is a trout lure, a bass lure, a brim lure, a whiting lure, a flathead lure. It catches everything, but it's small, so it catches the trout as well as everything. I started with that. Now I'll move on to a couple of, we'll go to an old school Celta, I think. Right, everything in this box is a bass lure, but this section here I've pulled out old trout lures. I'll give them a go. There's so many to choose from. Want something big. Yeah, I am a fan of bronze. Oh. Let's try that. Red and gold Celta. Oh. Yeah, you didn't. I thought you were still asleep, so. Yeah, me too. But I was sitting there, I thought, oh, I can't do nothing all day, I'll get bored, so I just jumped in the car, I've gone down the creek here, put a little feral cat on. Well, I put a feral cat on, got one straight away, and I found my old box of trout spinners and lures. So I've just tied a Celta on, and the game plan was to walk down to the river and fish the river. Oh, 25 centimetres, only small, but healthy and a great little fight. So dart, most important thing is it works, it swims. Yep, like it. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, look at that, buzzing back. The reason the feral cat was such a good little lure is it's, one, its shape, two, the sonics of the lure, and then where the craftsmanship with lure makers is the colours, the paint jobs, what suits the area, what fish hate and have to hit. So, sort of, I suppose that's a lure review on little feral cats. They're hard to get though. You got to get it on. You got to look up Facebook if you want one. So he come out of that stump there. The stump's only in a foot of water. Yeah, he must have been under that stump. Oh, there's, oh, did you see that? That was a good bass. It was bigger than the other one. He was under that stump. Unfortunately, he got the, he grabbed the hook, so I didn't set him. Oh. No. There, that was my fault. Don't blame the trout lure for that one. Wow. I want to switch already to catch that fish, but he did feel the blade of this hook, so I might sneak around him. I really don't know how many's under there either. No, he's not come back. But I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that stump there, He was about a 30 centimetre bass, and yeah, it's 1 foot. He's not coming back, but he's sitting there under that. So we'll move on. Just shoot one more down there for luck. I should push scared him if I spooked him back. No. Bummer. That snag. There's another one over there. See what comes out of that. It's good when you see one strike. Like I might have missed the fish, but I know they want it. One back here before I move on. Damn, missing that one. I got to leave him. I'll come back for him later. So, and it's nice and warm right now, so if I can catch myself a few bass, go home and lay on a lounge for a while and get ready for this football. So areas here, I can really only flutter the salter down. Just trigger it for a second or two. What I do like about the little salters is you can slow things right down. I just keep working my way bit by bit. There's a bass up ahead of me. He's going to be more active by the time I get to him than now. Just smell this commotion. I know why I stopped using trout lures on bass. Bass lures just come in so many shapes and forms, and that it takes a lifetime to learn them all. Not very, I can't really say that. I was going to say they're not very good for teabagging, but actually flutter, which is a form of trigger. So, but if I put a sinker on the front of them, then they would spin down as well. Oh, there's one. That worked. The old trout lure. That's oh, a nice fish. Duh. That was a nice fish. That's two now. Well, two not landed, but that was a very nice bass. Huh. Well, it worked. See. It didn't hesitate, just slammed it. Don't know how he shook it off the... Oh, geez, he wanted that bad. Well, he well and truly got the hooks on that, so I will not be catching him today. Uh-oh. I will not be catching him today. One of the best things about bass fishing, especially in these little skinny water creeks, is they get educated really, really quick. So the right lure will draw the bigger fish out of the pack. The wrong lure will draw the smaller fish, or no fish. Smaller fish gets caught, he'll shut the rest of them down. They are educated. You need to trick them in all sorts of ways. I need to go down there and belt around that patch there, but I'm going to leave it. Go to the next one because I can miss that. Well, he was a 30 plus centimetre bass, so I'm going to keep going down this way and see that in there. It's guaranteed I reckon. Big fish in it. Really just want to land that one fish on the solder so I can move on with a few other lures. Ooh, what's that? I'm not really a YouTuber, I'm more of a yob tuber. You know, like today, I just wanted to come down and catch a bass on a trout spinner. And I think that might be the one. And turn the camera off and have some fun. But it's got me. I've missed those two fish. Now, it's personal. Look at that. Whitetail cockatoos. 3 of them. Hey guys. Once again, this camera won't pick them up, but they're magnificent. They're 2 foot long. There's 3 of them down there. Yeah, you guys. Hello. The other one was a yellowtail, but they're whitetail. 4 of them. Big fella. We'll get a good camera one day. Whee! Carried away with the birds. I just second cast and I just put my bag on, second cast, dropped the bass. So worked all the way down with those spinners. He was only a little guy. So I've dropped them on the spinners, I've dropped them on the diver now. But it was just an instant reaction, that fella. Got the hooks into that guy, but I'll just keep working up this edge. One thing that you can do with these little lures to slow your fishing down is slowly work them over the timber, just have them floating. And that'll give whatever's around enough time to have a bit of a look at it, and then when you come out of that structure, hopefully he'll follow you out. Now we're going to just find one like this. Here's a good example, just twitching it over these things. Just using the bib to flick it off the rocks, off the logs I should say, and bring it up. It's like a little short game we're playing. Taking a little ferrule off. I'll give a couple more selders a go. Haven't drawn a thing, so now I'm just going fishing the bottom for the rest of the way up. 5 inches of leader left. It's enough to tie a hook. We'll do a video one day on the reasons why you use a leader and when to use a leader and what leader to use. But at the moment I'm just trying to get that consolation bass, skinny water bass. I thought I had more tide to fish, but I've drawn 2 pretty good fish with the salters, but unfortunately didn't land one. I put the ferrule cap back on and drew another fish with it too, and also didn't land that. Now the tide just turns, I'm going to walk out. So I've just tied a little, I had it there, just a little paddle tail on a worm hook with a mid weight, so it'll just drop over the logs. I'm just going to give this 5 minutes up and down this area where I picked up those fish, but it's pretty well all over. Oh no, it's not. There was one. Take that all back. No, I've missed that fish. I was going to walk down and try and get another one, but that's the second fish I've missed under that log. It's a tiny hook. That's 3 inches of leader line left, so I was hard tying that knot. Okay, what are we going to do? I think. Oops, there's an unweighted hook. I think I've got an old crusty crab or something in there. Yep, look at that. He had a hook in him. There you go. I'm going to go up high, walk around, and let this current take him out. What drifted around the log. Now if I expose too much hook, I'll probably get snagged. But if he grabs it, I'll catch him. If I don't expose enough hook, he'll grab the rubber and miss the hook. Sometimes I hate it when they're on the log like this, because so there's a log there. So that tide's running out now. I need to put a sinker on him. He's going to float. Give up on that guy. There's always another day. Oh, thank you for watching, guys. I'll walk my way out. Don't know who I'm going for in the football. I've been a die-hard Parramatta supporter. It's sort of good 2 Sydney teams are in it, but see, I've missed the tide. Everything's running downhill now. That was a bummer. But I just hope it's a good game. Yeah, I missed that tide. I mean, I could go out to the river mouth, probably catch quite a few fish, but it's that skinny water. There's little pockets like that down there. Oh, that ain't it. Like, there will be no water in another half an hour here. It'll just dry out. And the only chance I can catch fish again in this water will be when the tide runs back in again. They'll follow it in. I was surprised that last little fish was still in here. Got it. So if they were there, that'd be just chomped and come up here to eat. Yeah, it was a good walk. I saw a yellow-tailed black cockatoo at one end, white-tailed black cockatoos at the other end, kingfisher in the middle with a few bass. Unfortunately, I wasn't good enough. I only landed one of them, but I did drop 2 on trout selters, another one on a little feral cat, and another one on a unweighted paddle tail, or slightly weighted paddle tail, just skipping it in, or bouncing it in I should say. But this is a tidal stretch of creek, so unfortunately I just got the last half hour of the running tide. I would have liked to be here probably an hour earlier, hour and a half more, and I would have had 2 hours to work that stretch thoroughly. Doesn't matter though, it's just my local creek, so it's not going anywhere. This was just thick scrub before the flood. Now you come down here and have a picnic. Keep saying thanks for watching, but yeah. I don't know whether it's worth watching some of my videos. Anyway. Look at that beautiful water. Ah, now I gotta go over there. Look, not one scratch. That's why I wear these guys.